And hello there, welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. Last time around, we got our assignment in order a hunt for our buddy Sam. I'm in the back. Now death and decomposition washed over, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. Dresden. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job a little more than you want to expect from someone in a chop shop trade." As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, I didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some arsehole corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the Oregon Grinders branch manager here, so yeah, that makes me the franchise area coroner too. And you are? How do you spell? I'm here about Sam Watts. His grin fades. And what makes you think I know anything about that? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I've all day here. See, well, you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam's digital goes. When his heart stopped, I got a sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. I guess he had a hunch. Dwarf raises the eyebrow, a smile wiping suspicion from his face. A dead man switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on it earlier. He's over here. It's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. Besides, not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling this killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. What prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Watts' liver was clean cut out. But the other lucky cassette whiz, what else? First victim was heart was missing. The third had his spleen removed. Dresden, get out here! Hear about the Ripper Vic Sam Watts. Sam's body is half covered by sterile surgical sheets, his face ashen white for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest is a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, corpse is immaculate. Seemed killer knew exactly what he wanted from him and took it. Next to him are several plastic envelopes containing evidence found in the body. You can examine it, evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Business card. Make out that's a card from a place called the Seamstress Union. There's something handwritten in the back, but blood makes it illegible. You know what? Take the credit stick. Purple shirt. Several buttons. Sam's shirt. Several buttons are missing, and blood has been thoroughly soaked in it. The bag sloshed a bit in your hand. Unless he parts the nose, given the torn off bits and blood stain. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long to Sam's sock. See you there. Love, Jessica. However, the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusk, pointed ears, and the anther, brown, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper victim, Vic Watts, name familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? The coroner frowned. So you insisted at the time. He trolls, come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. The Ripper case, my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. He has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy too. So I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who use scalpels anymore. These days, it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. No darn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? Nobody who didn't hear nothing. That's right, if you ever do hear something, I'll knock it right out of your head. Spike the door, threatening to get me more. Put in a cell, put someone in a cell or in a box this week, and claim me my promotion. Justin looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties too. Cocks his head one side. Be straight with me. Gonna work for a dead man? And bring his killer to justice. At least treat justice. Asking again. Detective McCluskey isn't anything interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 new yen a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. You have honor after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? Who's being told his leash? Don't know. Someone with major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What is it about Sam's mother? There's a report she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't she the official sentence? My name's on the report, but the actual findings left some doubts. I can't say it wasn't suicide, but there was unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I'll still drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? A full healthy body can be worth a bunch of million, but individual organs not worth as much anymore with all the synth and stabber stuff on the market these days. Organ grinders only deal in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Who uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession use them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimy shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Heard of Seamstress Union? It's a nearby club in Baron that attracts lowlife. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. Just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around the body lockers and back and see if you find anything useful? And I'll just do that. Ooh, that's a good pickup. That's also a good pickup. Cold storage is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Cold storage drawer opens to reveal fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest, in addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen. Body seems to be in very good condition. Jake Armitage. I want to say one of the protagonists of the older games. Whoa, easy there. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data track drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. Told John to wake me up 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. I look like a darn alarm clock. Give me a break, Tremor. Haven't had my soy calf yet. Chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I haven't noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you're after me, what's your story? Okay, in death, Sam wants. The coroner thinks you can help me out. Sam, man, glad someone cares. We used to drink together every now and then over the union. Decent enough guys, always in trouble over something or other though. Jake yells to the other side of the room. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level. Working for a slam bailiff or not, some sort of dead man switch. Thought you can help her out. Maybe you can stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. Pauses, might be sizing up, but it's hard to tell behind their shades. Alright then, your name's Jakes, and you are? Nice to meet you. Well, looks like you might be taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging out at the Seamstress Union last night, tripped out and rowdy. Been lying though there for a few days after a bad run. Miss Kubuta asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangsters got the jump on me. John, maybe I need some Silkai after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own darn cup. My hands are dirty anyways. What's wrong with his intestines? You hear a loud squelching as Dresden continues to work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. And with there's a big fat court bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few wieners got the jump of it. Darn gangers, that they could turn a quick profit on my head. Jake smiles and get the impressions that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw him, until he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of the last day of this place. Do anything else? I know they found the body about a block away from the Union, just lying there in broad daylight. That's the Barrens for you. Jake looks down, his expression masked by chrome and crimson glass. Shame though, wish I'd been there. Those slagging gangers haven't come along. Tell you what, look, you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leader got me the whole gang searching the Barrens for me. I need to get rid of that arsehole. Turn, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What'd you say? It's nice to have someone watching your back out there, assuming you can trust them. I get it, gotta be careful in this trade. I'm not one to go back on a deal though. John can vouch for that. Plus, you know where I'm hiding out, right? Doesn't leave me a lot of room to sell you out. What'd you say? Do you like a bit of street dress every now and then? Great, I've been hanging out here ever since I ran into the Halloweeners, whining a bunch of gangers, but the streets Barrens to their turf. Heck, I'm surprised you made it morgue one piece without packing some heat. Very funny, Jing. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So you need a weapon? Give me a pistol. Alright, weapon of choice as well. Here, take this one. Ready for an evening out in town? Well, they're one of Nasser's gang. The symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners and Barrens looking for me. Take him out, maybe a bit easier. I'm ready. While you're leading, Halloweeners aren't looking for you yet. Leave whenever you're ready. Okay, let us go. The Redmond Barrens. One in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't out of your business. The Barrens doesn't like you. The Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 part dog eat dog slum, and add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops for a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tells him he's home. My stash is right around the corner in the alley. Does the bus stop here? The 8 doors are my favorite. Mac. Collection that is perfect match for your skills. You take the gear. And over the loot, bozos. Let's cast armor myself. Go. There we go. Welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Good dead drops are so hard to keep. At least they're too dumb to break my mag lock. I got some gear. Let's go out deal with Halloweeners. Well, matter, but nervous. Excuse me, man. I don't know you, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight, and we need some help. What's the problem? Some thugs shaking down the market we set up here. It's been getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them anymore, but no one's standing up to them, and Lone Star is about to get involved. Where's this market of yours at? Just down the street, man. Please, our livelihood depends on this market. So we can do side missions. Side missions do get us some bonuses, but can be risky because we don't heal after every battle. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world wherever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barons. I don't have anything left. Thug tends to use, not my problem, pay up by morning or else. Tends to use his bulk and heavy breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm, but you can see the thug's patient fading fast. It looks like he's about to start breaking things. Who the heck are you? Your mom's real proud of you right now. Never heard that one before. I don't see a badge. Why don't you mind your own? Because I'm sick of gutter punks like you. Dash, ask this lady. Let's go stand on this. Then come on. Oh, well, missed. Come on. There we go. There we go. I'm thinking, I hate to see such bloodshed, but those men will not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our way in this world. I'll take the Union. Oh, it's only 48. Okay. So we do get karma for doing this, which is good. Thank you. Hey, but I wouldn't go that way. Why? What's going on? It's just Halloween are stirring up trouble again. They rode in this morning and faced the bakes up, came to the street markers. They've been marching up and down the street, shaking anyone who wanders by. Typical. Well, odds are those are the guys we're after. Anything else with the gangers? All leaders, big old troll named John Paul. Real piece of work, even for a wiener. Yep, that's him. Jake checks his pistol. Are gonna be safe out here? I'm done to get caught in the open by one of ours? Nah, I know the streets like the back of my hand. Don't worry about your own skin. I went there before the shooting starts. Nothing more about me. I know how they low. They're a tough bunch, though. Don't say I didn't warn you. Hey, Arswise, take another step forward and we're gonna plant you right here. This is Halloween proper now. Only two got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and move on. Wait a minute, you're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. The Halloweens are collecting that bounty and killing you. And killing you? That'll be a nice bonus. Let's see now. Way line. And go for you at 10 points of damage. Plus damage. And let's just attack you. There we go. Come on. You're dead, Jake. Dead. Yeah, I'm just gonna heal you. And nope. Let's do this. Ooh, there we go. Well, Uncle, I was just playing with you. I can call the rest of the Halloweeners, Jake. Call it even, yeah? What do you think, Jake? Yeah, I'm already on the shoot on side stuff with you guys. Killing John Paul just means one less wiener shoot me in the back while I'm buying smokes. They'll be doing the same as to you since there's profit in it. Alright, let's finish this. Wreck. Ooh, 12 damage. That's a lot. Well, I guess you heal somewhat after combat. Just need effects. Same Jake buys the flashing red and blue light up ahead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone stars and above collecting on corp issue bounty, and the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. My friend, the path diverged. Thanks again for help Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take you anywhere I'm going, and you look like you use funds. Anyways, Jake, give me a call when you're in the clear. Yeah, sure. He starts to leave, then tilts his head back. One more thing. When you're done checking out your pal Crampsy, pop in the student's unit. It's just down the street. Need gear, information, or just a darn stiff drink? That's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as the base for operation for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get the bottom of this Ripper business. Well, nice knowing ya. Jake turns and disappears in the shadowy depths of Redmond Barrens. Okay, it might be a bit of a longer episode, but the bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to white chalk outline and dark red stained slab of the pavement before Sam Roth's died. Standing in the entrance of the alley is the Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who's currently pestering him. I keep telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm going to die in this cold tonight. I've been trying to explain to you that as an official Lone Star investigation, I can't let anyone in here. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage, I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket or find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical. I hate all you pigs. Looks in your direction. Now what? You ever check the site for spectral DNA? Yeah, for that. What is it? There's a brand new thing the President guys are using. I don't totally understand it, but it's the ectoplasm residue of magical attack. I need to take them ectoscan on the site. Next to it, I go buy the books or don't get paid. There's nothing in books about that bull track. Well, there's a few ways to get it, including cred sticks or other ways, but I prefer the cheapest option. Fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned soul calf is almost enough to power the dusty sewage in Red Moss streets. The troll's working stands covered by food stains older than he is. Can't get you. See the murder? Nope. That's close when it happened. Hey, it's Baron's back out. Kills nothing new here. you tell me about the Barons? Probably shouldn't be out here. The stench just what are called Touristville, though. I suppose it's close to the you have you're respectable, fewer muggins, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. You know what I mean? That's the seamstress unit. You want drink, drugs, favor, or information around here? You need your spot. This is the reason I'm in business. Folks get munchies when they party. Miss Kubota owns the joint, and she's quality. A hard woman, but fair. Enjoy. Like, nah, eh? Oh, cool, so I picked up a donut and some soy cow for you. Hey, thanks. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government. He said folks would buy him coffee all the time, but I ain't seen it till now. What can I do for you? My pleasure. I'm here from Internal Affairs to review Forensic's guys' works. Find anything I might have missed. Sure, dig in. Certain mind getting if those guys getting taken peg or two. And do they put it on airs if you know what I mean. Charge of glass and broken lights, you find a small piece of glass with like a bottom test tube. Shuffle a bunch of clothes aside, or print a receipt beneath folds and blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from Senior Unison, dated 2 days ago. Round the corner, time of death, customer, same ones. Server's name is listed as Cody. Two distinct set of footprints, a human's ending truck line, and a larger set of possibly Oracle control. Just following the first following. Like new, you can see all that. And one that close seems they've been put us in some force, shattered them all the same. Another rat dastard cop. What did you want? My stuff, mighty decent. You don't they kind of think too often when I hear them. Anything about the murder that took place? You a cop or are you working for some cop? Sinless is you. Mind answering for a few questions? Hey, well, something sinless. I just messed you. Of course I'm sinless. This is my ID number and my ours. What kind of questions you got? Did you see the murder? Nope. I can't say I'm sorry to missed it. I was hauling crates for Miss James up the market. Can't carry as much as used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists peek on my home turf. By then, that jerk with his uniform had already set up my alley. Sure, for the last couple of months, I missed to be here, but I spend most of the days doing odd jobs for street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the seamstress unit. Also, you see that night. Earlier, I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf over a day in there. Seemed nervous and did everything with his left hand because his right was all messed up with some cyberware. Well, it was big, and I think it must have been his hospital attachments because he saw some needles. Not like I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They also experiment on me. Let me tell you, never trust one of them cyber people. See you around. Okay. I noticed a troll wearing scrub last night. See, I sell donuts. And I lost our profile of metahumans. I tell them about troll brought donuts for me for more. They haul them just not today, my friend. Well, let's come back tomorrow. Sure, I was closing up my serious explosion behind the unit. A couple seconds later, this guy comes out, running across the street. Didn't look. Yeah, good look at him. They all on the lights and his alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. Thank you for your time. No problem. Well, how about this? Next episode, I will head into the seamstress unit. I will see you all next time. Take care. Goodbye.